This Steve comes to us from our boy, our normal, regular field reporter who's probably due for a raise, Frank Williams. And this is to the tune of that Once Upon a Time Ago rap group that was hot in the 90s called Onyx. Slam! Da-da-da, da-da-da. Let the boys be boys. Slam! Da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh, Steve, oh, Steve.
Spears and Steinberg.
You know what the it is?
Aries and Andy, chewing the jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut, cold. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Scribe, we lit.
There's levels to this before you was on your mama.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism. Much love to my loyal bag holders.
Rollers, loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
I love Frank, man.
Yeah.
Even if it's simple, you get it.
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers be trying to be so goddamn
Clever.
You know what I mean?
They missed the punch.
Saying he's not clever?
No, he is. But at times, sometimes you just don't. You don't always want a filet mignon. Sometimes you just want a brown, greasy bag, a Jack in the Box.
There we go.
But over-clevering becomes not clever.
Yeah. Michael Jordan cut his hair because of Onyx. What? Michael Jordan cut his hair because of Onyx. Get out of here. Really?
Michael Jordan cut his hair because he was going
Do the
bald.
knowledge.
But he made bald cool.
Absolutely, he did.
Or was it Onyx?
Or was it Onyx? Brandon Surratt, mayor of Kingstown. What's up, A&A Aries? As of this email, I'm on season 3 of Mayor of Kingstown, and this is truly a great show. I'm not sure if it will make my Mount Rushmore because I have Snowfall, Ozark, Yellowstone, and OG Power. With the show Billions, a close number 5. I'm going to talk to you about that because something's interesting in what you just did. Keep in mind, I haven't watched The Sopranos or The Wire yet. What I would really like to see is a spinoff of Mayor of Kingstown where it starts with Mike going to jail, detailing how he maneuvered through it till his release. Here's a crazy thought, but I could see you playing a young bunny's father or uncle in the spinoff. Much love, y'all. Listen, if you're at season 3 and the Mayor of Kingstown ain't on your Mount Rushmore, one more season ain't gonna make it happen. You would have known that 2 seasons in. So there's that.
Is this on your Mount Rushmore?
Mayor of Kingstown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is?
Yes. We went over this.
Yeah, but
Sopranos, Mayor of Kingstown, Ozark, and Power.
man, I just can't believe that out of all the great shows out there, you Mount Rushmore this one.
Yes. And dude, let me tell you something right now. Yellowstone, that's the one with the chicks, right? The one,
Isn't that Kevin Costner?
is it Kevin Costner or is it one with the chicks?
That's Kevin Costner.
Yeah, and it's a Western, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't, no interest in that.
What's the one with the chicks?
It's another one with the chick, what's my girl's name that was in Cape Fear in
Julia
California?
Lewis.
Juliet Lewis?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, I tried to watch that show Billions, and that's with your man, Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Wasn't enough for me on that.
I heard it's great, but I just couldn't watch it.
I bailed out after season 2.
I don't know what it is that I need, but that didn't have it.
And let me tell you, my guy, The Sopranos, I promise you, that's going to be on your mouth.
Have you watched The Sopranos again recently?
I watch it twice a year.
And does it hold up still?
You goddamn right.
I haven't watched it again. So that's
You
why I'm asking.
goddamn right. It holds up like it holds up like stiff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Sopranos, brother, don't do yourself a disservice by not watching that. That is phenomenal. And incidentally, when I learned how to, I don't know how you do it, but my man Will Mills told me about the app, which is called CapCut. And you know, again, this shit, look at this 34-year-old tech nerd. Like, you don't know CapCut. I'm a dinosaur. I'm 50. I come from the 80s. I'm not rushing to do this shit. And the only reason why I'm doing this shit now is because I know I have to adapt before I become extinct. But anyway, I'm going to learn how to do this on CapCut. There was a clip of this one dude talking about how horrible The Sopranos was, how overrated. And my man, this one dude, Italian dude, he did a CapCut where he stops the video and cuts him in, real Italian New Jersey type. And he's like, I'm gonna stop you right there. And then he breaks this dude down. I wanna do the same thing. Because I'm gonna tell you this, I'm not gonna sit here and name all the episodes, but if you're a Sopranos fan, you know what I'm talking about. You mean to tell me the episode where Ralph beats the stripper to death? You mean to tell me, even though it wasn't one of my big episodes, but still, Pine Barrens, the Russian with Christopher and Paulie in the snow, in the woods, the episode where Adriana tells Chris she's talking to the feds and he chokes her to death, which is the same episode where they took her out? You mean to tell me the episode where Christopher and Tony get in the car accident and the tree goes through the back window and Tony sees where it could have killed the baby and he kills Christopher? You mean to tell me Whitecaps when the Russian calls the house and Tony and Carmela get into that argument, which has to be two of the most greatest acting moments between two heavyweights on a show? And they don't just argue once, but that same episode when she talks about how she fantasized for Furio, are you what?
You know, I think that people don't understand this too, how good the setup and the thought process behind what they reeled out. Because one of the greatest episodes to me that you didn't put in there, and it won't be one of your greatest ones, it's when Tony is having these panic attacks and he falls down in front of his mom, and his mom says, "Oh, are you all right?" But then you could see at the end of it, she's laughing.
Right.
She's laughing.
Right.
She was not supposed to die. If she didn't die in real life, that would have been a major part of this arc of The Sopranos, which was really frightening.
Or when she tried to have Tony killed and Tony later finds out about it and he goes to the hospital to try to smother her with a pillow. Or the episode where Dr. Melfi gets raped and she doesn't tell Tony, but this episode has you on the edge of your seat going, tell him. Tell him. And then Tony goes, what? You something you want to tell me? What? And she goes, no. Fade to black.
See, because The Sopranos isn't just about gangsters. It's about pushing a button and when you push the button or not push the button. That's the whole thing about this thing. That's what it plays in through the whole event. Sopranos is not underrated.
Or the episode where
Overrated.
Janice kills Richie Aprile. And Tony has to come. And not only that, it's the moments of unintentional comedy. When Janice goes to the bus station to leave after Tony helped take care of the body, and she goes, what'd you do with him, Tony? He goes, oh, we buried him on a hill, surrounded by a bunch of pine cones. Oh, did you really? Oh, what the Janice? No, the on your bush. Or that episode with the Pine Barrens when the Russian when Tony tells Paulie over the cell phone because they got bad reception. This guy, the Russian, he killed 16 Czechoslovakians. And then Paulie relays the message to Christopher. He goes, you're not going to believe it. The guy killed 16 Czechoslovakians or whatever. He was an interior decorator. And Chris goes, his house looked like Oh, come on. Or the episode with Gloria throws the side of beef at the back of Tony's head. Oh, come on. Yo, dude, anybody that says Sopranos is overrated, we can't be friends. And if you say that to me, wherever we are, let's say we're on a trip from LA to Vegas and we're riding through the desert, and you tell me that, I'm pulling over, get out.
I think the other thing that Sopranos does to you, because it questions your humanity. Because when Richie Aprile died, when he got,
right.
You wanted him dead.
Yes.
He was such a piece of
Yes, that episode when he kills the horse and him and Tony fight and Tony kills him. You did it. You cooked the horse. Oh.
I really, I can't argue about that.
Some of the best lines ever in TV. When Tony confesses, when he originally tells Dr. Melfi that he couldn't, his cousin, played by Steve Buscemi, and Buscemi went away for something that he did that Tony was supposed to be there that night, but Tony said he got jumped by some Moulians. But then Tony eventually confesses, I had a panic attack. I passed out. I was knocked out. And that's why I wasn't there that time. And my cousin got sent away. And this was a very big moment for him. He's excruciating. He's in pain. He's describing it. He's getting physical. He's sweating. And then he finally says to Dr. Melfi, you know, sometimes what goes on in here feels like taking a shit. And she goes, I like to prefer to think of it more like childbirth. Tony, no, trust me. It's like taking a shit. God, man.
Yeah, I don't understand anybody who doesn't. You don't have to put it on your Mount Rushmore. It's okay if you don't put it on your. But you can't say overrated.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Because so many people in the comments was like, dude, what about Snowfall? What about? And I went, damn, I forgot about Snowfall.
Snowfall's excellent.
What about this and what about that? And even though I was never a fan of Peaky Blinders, a lot of people went Peaky Blinders.
It's great, but I don't understand. I honestly, I'm sorry. Power Book does not. I really see the soap opera. I don't see the show. I see the soap opera.
But you know why Power speaks to a lot of us from the ethnic community? Because the show is so ethnic.
Yeah, it has
The hip hop feel.
Yeah, I get that.
All the black cat, most of the cats being black, the slang, the streets. Feel that.
I
Ain't watching Yellowstone. Okay.
I wanted to check it out because I wanted to know what this was about. You know, because everybody, the big hype. I wanted to see what the big hype
Power.
was. Yeah, no, the Yellowstone.
Oh.
I watched Power. I watched it the whole way through.
And it never caught you.
Dude, it's a good soap opera, but it isn't like I'm going to be in my top 5 on my all-time series.
I gotta ask you, as a man, and I know a lot of dudes that did this and swore by it. I wasn't one of them, but I got caught into what every child back in the 80s got caught up into was when you faked being sick and you stayed home, whether it's your grandmother's house, you watched what she watched, which meant
soap operas.
right. So listen, all my children, I rocked with that. But I think now it's gay for a man to be in the soap operas. Did you have a go-to?
Yeah, I did because it was one summer. I was at home. My grandmother I think was at the house. Is who it was, and she loved soap operas. She watched All My Children, so that was on. I'd watch it with her, but I wasn't into. It was General Hospital. It was Luke and Laura. It was the season of Luke and Laura.
I think the 3 top was All My Children, General Hospital, and Young and the Restless.
I never really. My grandmother wasn't into that. It was General Hospital and All My Children.
Right.
And so, but Luke and Laura, the summer of Luke and Laura was like when I had to go back to school and I didn't know what happened to Luke and Laura. But it took me all of a week before I got over the fact that I wasn't going to see what happened with Luke and Laura. But yeah, that one got me for a minute.
Sopranos, man. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. Watch that.
Do you think The Sopranos would have been? Do you think it could have been better as a movie series, not the television series, but they would have released like a movie and then like 3, like The Godfather?
Given what we know in terms of what we've seen over the course of 6 seasons, give me the TV show. You got so much more. I don't know that it in 2-hour increments times 3. You get that.
I like this. I like the television series. I really do because I like what you said. You get more. You get an origin story. You get all the stories.
Yeah.
You get the behind the scenes. You get
to watch the growth literally from AJ and Meadow. So again, AJ going from the little kid that he was to the moment he tried to commit suicide. Oh my God!
You don't put All in the Family. You were too young. You didn't get All in the Family.
I beg your pardon, eh?
Did you don't?
That was one of my dad's favorite go-tos.
But you don't have that in your
All in the Family.
Yeah.
Just because it wasn't as entertaining to me as the Jeffersons or Good Times.
But it was before. It was before the Jeffersons and Good Times. That's
Yeah, it was
right around the
70s.
same time. But still,
Yeah.
I Good Times for me was I think over the Jeffersons. The Jeffersons was Good Times had more.
My dad lived just to see Sherman Hemsley call I forget the Willis's the husband Hunky.
That was that was okay. It was a sillier one. The Good Times had like more meaning.
Don't go nowhere. We about to play a phone call. Where you going?
Look how Hawaii he's trying
Dude,
to.
I
Get his,
love the glasses, man.
Yeah, but did you see that he got his shoes off now?
Yeah, he's got on.
Yeah, you got
what you
that
call it?
flip-flops?
No, flip flops is what I wear. What he's wearing is what
Slippers.
what white boys wear.
Thongs.
He got on the thong sandals.
Slippers.
No, those are thong sandals. Ain't nothing.
You're in
supposed-
Hawaii now.
Nah, that ain't nothing supposed to go through your toes. You got something going through the crack of your toes, which means you would wear a thong.
I'm wearing one right now.
Well, at least you admit it. Okay, go ahead.
All right, this is Switchblade from Appleton.
Hey, Mark, it's Switchblade from Appleton. I just seen the video of the show he posted. I won't show it, Daryl, because he will put somebody else in a dumpster. But anyway, we're going to be coming to the show, a Thursday night show in Milwaukee, Brookfield, in February. So throw us some tickets because we're going to be general admission.
This is a woman?
And
Hope
he
so.
just passed along that, okay, we've been to 3 shows. The first show, his phone went off in the middle of Aries' show. Second time in Green Bay, his son, 30-year-old son, was having an issue and was outside the venue and causing issues he has ever since he was born. He's 30. And the third show, yeah, we were late because of him. My hair was wet, and when we arrived, my hair was bone dry. So I was doing things on the highway to get there, and we were still late. And that's what happened on the 3 shows. All his fault. But this time in Milwaukee, it's going to be better. It's going to be perfect because we're going to stay overnight, and we're going to be on time, and nothing's going to happen. He is not in the dumpster. But it will be great. So I hope there's new content. You can tell Aries and Andy I say hi, and I'll see you in about a month.
Who is she talking about that made her late? A man?
Is this a Daryl?
Listen,
I'm very confused.
I think we should get her tickets because she doesn't sound like she has any problems, and she's just going to be a good audience member.
Okay.
Everything is a problem,
And
she's-
for the
this
record,
time
honey-
it's going to be good.
For the record, honey, if you ever decide to get in the sack with me with your hair wet, I'll f it till your bone till it's bone dry. You ever fuck a woman with wet hair and you don't stop till her hair is dry?
No, I bung her, and then I give her plenty of time to go and blow it dry before she has to go to sleep.
Okay.
That's Switchblade from Appleton.
Switchblade. Why is her name Switchblade?
There's a lot of red flags on this one right here. I'm sorry. I'm
What's
sure
the red
you're
flag?
She goes to the shows. The phone goes off. She goes to the show. She's late. She goes there. The 30-year-old kid that she's taking that is her like a family project now causes problems outside the theater, and then she had problems with him the next time, and then this time it's going to be fine though.
Well, don't bring this. Whoever that is.
Yeah, but he calls and causes problems. I think that there's a lot of red flags there, and then her name is Switchblade. That's not a red flag to you?
Yeah, I'm like trying to picture what she looks like.
Hola, Panchito. Hola, Panchito. Pancho Z. Jaleel White, golf ball eyes. What's up, Spears and Steinberg pod? LOL. Nigga, the Jaleel White. He's got the Simpsons eyes song. You had made me dying at work, LOL. Now, on another note, since we got ICE agents marching in American streets, terrorizing everyone, imagine America's dad, Bill Cosby, becomes a revolutionary and fights back, and one night he sneaks inside the ICE agents' hotel, puts pills inside all the ICE agents' chocolate pudding, and when they all fall asleep, he frees all the Mexican women and takes them to his house for a little banging. You know, I freed you, so you owe me. Now, on another note, what Dave Chappelle's new special says to me is that he is no longer the Dave Chappelle that gave up $50 million and went to Africa to save his soul. He's this new elite out-of-touch guy who doesn't represent the people anymore. Oh, boy. The fact that he's smoking a cigarette on stage in 2025 doesn't look cool. It's like addiction, and his voice has been heavily damaged because of it. No, the voice is called age. That changes
But the cigarettes have something to do with
a
it.
little bit. Now, Aries, there's one thing you still got that even Eddie Murphy and Chappelle don't have anymore. You're still the voice of the people. Let me tell you something, nigga. If my career keeps struggling, I'm about to be the voice of a corporation. And lastly, Aries, please try to quit smoking cigarettes this year. It literally is poison and hurting your voice, and your voice is literally your job, and the world needs your comedy. Well, thank you, Poncho Z, for all that nice inspiration. Again, I couldn't disagree with you more about Dave when you say he's out of touch. I think anybody that's out of touch can't sell a 20,000 seat arena. He's literally touching 20,000 people at one time. So that's your own personal assessment, how you don't like how the menu's changed. But the food is still good to me.
I would say that he isn't. I'll take what you just said. His menu has changed a little bit, and just because you don't like the changes to the menu doesn't mean he's not chefing it.
Chefing it. Okay. I like that.
Okay, because I also think the reason I don't agree with you, and respectfully don't agree with you on this one, because I appreciate what you're saying, because you're looking at what he's doing and seeing it different. But here's how I would say that the fact that he said this is really telling when he said, "My voice is more powerful than I had.
My voice is more powerful than I ever imagined."
He is taking inventory of what is going on in his life, and I think that is a person that is in touch. He's maybe he's not talking about the same things that he's talked about before, but he's in touch with where he is at, and he's trying to maneuver through that. That's the only reason I wanted to say that, because I really think that someone who is self-aware enough to go, my voice is more powerful than I ever imagined it to be. Yeah. And it sounds arrogant, but then when you never thought that you were going to be able to move people in a large capacity,
right? And
he can. I think that's a hell of a realization.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What's going on, AA? Mark, this is Frenchie, a.k.a. the Sunwoo from San Bernardino, the IE itself. Tapping in with you guys. Been trying to catch up on the show. I wrote in a few times. Fell off. Got busy with work and stuff like that. And I just wanted to just hit up Andy and be like, or ask him, like, hey, man, like, what policies are you talking about? Like, can you emphasize on which policies that you agree with, or that works for you, or you feel like it's a good motion? Because speaking as a common man, I don't see a lot of change. Like, I'm in the 80 grand tax bracket. I do pretty well, but I could see, when I get my check stubs, I could get a little further ahead if my taxes weren't, 25%. And the issue with that, with a lot of people who get taxed like that, we just don't see, like, where it's going. Like, if you drove to my city, it's like, all right, for as much as we're being taxed, what's, where's it all going? And I know that's not on a broader scale on like state policies and policies over the entire country, but just to elaborate on my question, like what are the policies doing for like the common men, for the perspective of, how is it helping with education and things like that? Like out here in California, I don't know if you're aware, but they actually pulled state funding for childcare. So people who want to put their kids in daycare or further their education at a certain age, they can't do that because of those things. And the groceries are ridiculous, prices are ridiculous. I know you guys can't relate to this, but like, it's just like these things that affect the common man are like ridiculous. And I feel like a good policy is something that kind of helps the common man get a little bit more ahead, because with the way groceries are priced and the way we get taxed, it never equates. It's one of those things that it kind of keeps you not even in the middle, but just below the middle. Because I'm pretty sure even if just like 16 or even 10% of my taxes, even with like, with people getting EBT benefits, it shouldn't cost that much to feed people. It shouldn't cost that much to do a lot of things, especially when you can pull out trillions of dollars for no reason. Stay up, y'all. My bad for going over 3 minutes.
Now, before you answer this, I want to point something out. See, this is why sometimes I either laugh or get irritated with some of the people that write into this pod and say what they say. Because again, there's this narcissistic thought process that somehow everyone feels how you feel. Because they'll be, I hate when Andy and Aries talk politics. And I have openly admitted I'm not politically savvy, which is why I don't necessarily like to jump in these waters. But however, my point being, stop thinking that there are not people out there who obviously don't want to hear this or want to hear this. There are. This just broke the time barrier for this long rant. And I'm shaking my head because I know what's about to happen. Andy's going to start to answer. This guy over here is going to have a rebuttal. And before you know it, here we go. I have to figure out and play double dutch as to how I jump back in here and stop this. Because this and this is the thing I want to address at the end. When I say it ain't really a stupid, but I want to address why your accusation and in terms of why I do what I do. Here we go. These two, when they get to going, oh boy. Go ahead, answer them.
I'm going to be really quick about this because...
But even if you are,
no,
it's this guy.
Well, I'm going to be really quick about it because he's in California. And when you talk about where your money is in California, I'll ask Mark, how many billions of dollars is this highest, the rail in California? How much did they spend? 20 billion?
Yeah, and they probably haven't even.
There's no tracks.
Built it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think some of it is on a state level, and your state, California, it's I don't want to say mismanaged. I don't know that the priority of spending is quite correct for you guys. When you spend that much money on rail, when you're a sanctuary city and you're spending millions of dollars to take care of people that aren't citizens, and then when you have the what's like if you want to build something, what do you got to you get what's the process? I'm sorry,
Like a regulation.
Oh yeah, and then the amount of permit and regulations that you have to do to make any improvements in your city. That's on that level. When you want to go to the federal level and we want to talk about Trump, I can tell you I do think that we need a strong immigration policy and border policy, and he's the only one. Well, it wasn't the only one, but after Biden did what he did, he actually did shut down the flow of illegal immigrants coming through the borders. So that's the policy that I do agree with. When you said, I really take this ICE thing. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to see the things that are happening. But when as I said before, ICE has been around for a long time, and we didn't have this kind of reaction because it wasn't media driven, and there's financing going on this, you guys. There's a lot of financing going on this, and I believe that people want the fall of this country. They say it openly.
Beautiful.
Do you think when he said he made 80 grand and he's doing pretty well, did you just laugh at him in your head?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Like I said on the last episode, 80 grand wouldn't last me 2 months.
But it's about your expenses. You have high expenses.
Yeah.
He has to keep his expenses to fit his 80 grand. So you can still do well, but you don't have those kind of expenses.
Yeah.
You're not going out to dinner whenever you want to. When you make 80 grand, you're not doing all the things that you want to do.
You can't command a bitch properly. You make 80 grand.
Well, you don't know where he got her from.
Wherever he got it from.
There's only so much you can do. But, if you're doing it right, the money is secondary to the commands.
Well, let me bleed into this next one because this, again, is within the same vein. Cameron Palmer. Fact check. Hello, Aries and Andy. Also, Mark. This is Cameron from Philly. I'm messaging you guys because of the flack Aries has been getting about lack of political knowledge. I believe that the points that we want Aries to be more knowledgeable about are the immigration and ICE, who they deporting. $10 a lot of money. Speaking of ICE, who they deporting like American citizens and former soldiers. Facts about policies in place. What can help you resolve these issues is either have a guest that is more knowledgeable to counter what Andy says that would be for Mark to actually find and give Aries political information and talking points instead of wise-ass comments and letting an AI system do all the work.
Oh, where do you get your info from?
Wait a minute. Anyway, guys, stay blessed. And one last note. Mark needs to learn when to shut the f up and listen.
See, like right then.
Listen to what?
Listen, man, I got to tell you, politics just bore me. They bore me.
Yeah, but you have an opinion.
I have an opinion on what I think I know and have observed. You know what I mean?
But if you're going to have an opinion, you can't just jump in. You're jumping in and you don't know how deep the water is.
Yeah, but I got a life jacket on.
All right.
If you had the same
So I'm-
enthusiasm for politics as you do for The Sopranos, holy.
Yeah, but listen, the entertainment that politics provides didn't come until Obama and Trump. No other president has ever been as entertaining as those two.
Bush?
Well,
No, Bush,
Obama wasn't like that entertaining. Bush
no,
was
but
a
no, but
moron.
in terms of the contrast to Trump having this eloquent, smooth brother and being black, I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that. So, you know, and I thought when Barack left, I was done. I was back to like politics. But then the orange orangutan showed
Then
up.
they dropped the new season.
Barack is your Jordan of politics.
He's that Michael Jordan. He's just that guy. Only difference is I don't stick my tongue out when I'm approaching the mic. Okay, it's your turn, Mark.
All right. Everyone's sending in like close to 3-minute voicemails.
Really?
Can you guys stop? I know it said keep it to 3 minutes.
Do you have?
But when they're all
do you
3
have
minutes.
any? You know what? That's the
You
equivalent.
can turn it down to 2, can't
Do
you?
you know what's that's the equivalent of sometimes when I'm combing through these emails to read and I see a Dewan curse type scroll and I go, do I want to read all of this? So do you have any short and sweet ones?
Yeah.
But can you reduce the time to 2 minutes?
I don't know.
I think 2 minutes is a better.
What's the chance?
So you give them 3 minutes.
I mean, that's like the default setting.
But if you can change it to 2, I think 2 is the right amount.
I say a minute and a half.
Well, you can do whatever.
I say
yeah.
3 seconds.
Hi. Okay.
Yo, Island. I first started calling.
Hit pause.
yesterday
Hit
when
pause.
I-
Hit pause. This is the nigga that takes massive pauses in between his thoughts and his words. Yeah, I 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I was thinking 1 Mississippi, 2.
What if? I'm just throwing this out
Mm-hmm.
there. He has really dry lips
And he has to moisturize his lips with
in
his own tongue.
in between each thought.
Visually, that wouldn't be appealing to say.
Nope, not at all. That's why this.
Migwan. Migwan, no. Even LL Cool J would be like, God damn, son. Damn, B. You know what I mean? But go ahead, play this nigga, man.
Yo, Island. I first started calling yesterday when I was talking about that interview, man. Like, you look uncomfortable and just like as fuck. So yeah, now I'm listening to the email episode today. Yeah, man, I know something was off, man. I know something was off from the.
What happened?
He just
You could not hide that
He
shit. for
really
shit.
went in for a deep lick.
pause.
Even if we paid you to hide that, you could not hide that, Aries. Huh? That was just fuming off of you like a hot pile of man. But anyways, you say we can watch it on Patreon? I can just imagine. I can just imagine. All right, man. One love.
one love.
You know, incidentally, and I know, again, I was like, you know what? Let's show the unedited Raw. But we're not going to do that. But can we put it on Patreon? Because my man Justin Rivera hit me today, too. And he was like, dude, I will pay y'all whatever to see that.
You know what though? Here's two things. One, I don't think we should put it out there because we could
On
put
Patreon.
I know, but it's out there, and then people are going to cut it up. Still be able to grab it.
But
cut it
let's
up.
be
But
honest.
but listen to this. This legend has grown. It wasn't that big of a deal, and the legend is bigger than the actual happening. And right now, people are talking about
But
it.
the actual happening will live up to the legend.
I don't know. It's not. It wasn't that great.
And that's the whole point.
Yeah.
And not only that, listen, let's be honest. This ain't Joe Rogan. Meaning, if we put it on Patreon, ain't a throng full of people going to Patreon to see it. It's going to be a few select few that are willing to pay.
And so if it's only a select few, don't even.
Why are your Jew muscles cramping up on me on
No,
this?
because I think for the sake of what she wanted, and for the sake of us as like being taking care of our guests, I think that we would look better. It's a better look for us not to do it. And I love that people are like, oh man, I want to hear this, and they're coming up in their head with what happened, and I think that's awesome.
So you want to give them a Tony Soprano ending,
Dude,
don't stop.
you know, you brought up the ear,
what?
the Quentin Tarantino ear.
Yeah.
That what was awesome about it is when you
didn't
watch it, see it, and then you made
Jaws,
it worse.
you didn't see it.
You make it worse. Yeah, they're making this a big thing. So that's it.
It was a big thing.
Not really.
The human decency in you is keeping this from happening. I don't have that. I ain't got no human decency.
Yeah, you do. But you in this, when you would like to give it to the people because it would show something different than what they got to see, and I get that. But it does. I don't think it shines a better light. I don't think it makes us better.
Sometimes it ain't about being better. It's about being a low down, dirty, rotten.
You know, someday maybe, you know, something good will come of the fact that you didn't do this, that you didn't do it. And people will go, you know.
I agree. Full-heartedly.
Junebug sprayed. Von DiCarlo TV shows. What's up, fellas? Hope all is well. First thing I got to address is the Von DiCarlo episode. Aries, nah, son. You got to give us more than that. See what I'm saying?
But they're thinking about it. What's more impressive?
Oh, God.
Them thinking about it. You give it to them, they're done thinking about
I
it.
don't want to think about I want.
Yeah, and so when you go out, you can't stop thinking about. They can't stop thinking about this episode.
Man.
Let's treat it like a fundraiser. If they can raise $500,000, they can get the episode.
I just need my 80,000.
Can't let you get away with giving us a slither of what transpired, LOL. If we had to sit through that episode without a peep from you, we need the whole backstory and the details. Nigga, I agree. If it's a situation that truly can't be discussed, then I understand. But shout out to Andy for holding it down. The whole scene looked like when a couple gets into a fight right before they meet up with friends for dinner and there's obvious tension. The woman tries to play it off, but the man is clearly pissed off and not wanting to be there, LOL. Second, I know it's subjective that Power lost steam after the third season. It got a bit too cheesy and became a soap opera. The plots became too predictable. Aside from Ghost, the acting was unbearable by the end. From whom? I can't put that show in the same category as The Sopranos or The Wire. I agree Mayor of Kingstown is a phenomenal show. Unfortunately, next season will be the last. Next season will be the last. Oh, so there's one more.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can get that.
yes.
Yeah, and the Wire
sorry
is,
for the long
yeah.
email. Be safe. Junebug sprayed.
Yeah, you do sleep on The Wire.
Dude, I'm telling you, and you know what the feedback was when I said because the season 2 with the docs lost me? People would say, they wrote in and said, that's the most pivotal season because it sets up the rest of the show. Seeing how the drugs came in. Okay, but too many yawns for me. I had too many yawns.
You look past The Sopranos and the fish talking to them in the dream. You don't have a problem with that.
There was 3 dream sequences.
Look how he has them like
3 or 4 out of entire 6 seasons. That's bearable. An entire second season of The Wire about the docs was unbearable.
Okay.
What you got, Mark?
I got a special person who kept it to 90 seconds.
Before you play it,
Aries.
before you play it, Is it who I think it is?
Yeah.
But let's hear what 90 seconds sounds like. If you kept it at 90 seconds, let's hear what.
Oak Cliff, Texas.
But he shit on me last time, so it's good for you guys.
Do you have it?
Even Oak Cliff, Texas is broken.
You know what I'm saying? We waiting on you, dude.
I know. It's being weird.
Read another one then.
All right.
What's up, Mark?
Oh, wait, here it is.
Hey, what's up, Mark? Man, I'm this Oak Cliff, Texas. I'm listening to the episode
We know.
as I go and call. Bruh, them were 14-year-old girls, bro. 14 and 15-year-old girls, bro. Them bitches ain't even got no titties yet. What the f*** is you looking at? You picking little boys? Come on, bro. Man, I feel that collar got crump from the south. Yeah, pussy. yeah, come on, bro. Man, but I ain't gonna call no more shit. This one for y'all to hear. Man, y'all, I just don't get how in the back that and A-Reed, like old boy called A-Reed's on the phone.
Aries.
Yeah,
nigga.
you need to catch up, bro. Please, dog. I know you got a lot of shit going. You ain't got time to sit around and watch this shit like I do and the rest of us, bro. But it's fucked up out here, dog. I'm gonna let y'all make it, man. I'll hit y'all back up next week. Bet.
Yeah, you better.
I'm convinced of two things. Number one, this definitely eats ham hocks. And two, he can swallow an entire whole pig alive.
Okay. First
And
of all,
not even chew it, just swallow it.
I'm very offended because what you just said.
What, the ham hocks?
Dude, look, I grew up and my mom used to make ham hocks. It's the most delicious.
I'm not coming from a taste point of view. I'm coming from just his whole demeanor.
Okay.
I'm
I understand
telling
what you're trying to say. I understand what you're saying.
I'm convinced this wears, what did I say? That people don't wear no more, but was real hot in the 90s.
Zeke Cavarici?
No, of course, that's too stylish for that. So what do you call overalls?
Overalls.
I'm
okay.
convinced he wears overalls with nothing else on. I mean, naked under the overall, the legs rolled up to the knees, and he walks in mud barefoot.
Listen to Dexy's Midnight Runners. Listen, is 90 seconds the right amount of time? Did you like that? Did that cut off where you were like,
yes,
so
yes,
we need 90 seconds.
yes. For him, especially. Well, no, I don't know that we need 90 seconds.
You want to go 2 minutes?
A minute
Just so
and a
you know,
half.
I think
That
he,
is
he
90
left like
seconds.
2 more
Oh,
voicemails
yeah.
after that. That's what all these are doing. They'll leave one.
You're
they'll
only
leave
going to get
2
one
more.
read. You're only going to get one on the air. Don't waste it. Save them. Save them if you got a point.
Oh, I got a special one. All right.
G Weeks. I'm dying to know what Oak Cliff looks like. Oak Cliff, send us a picture, man. Email us a picture of you, Aries Spears 45 at Hotmail. I want to know what this nigga looks like.
He said he was coming to a show.
Where is Oak Cliff, Texas? Where is it in
That would have been
Texas?
by Arlington.
Is by Arlington.
I think that would have been the closest one.
I'm sure wherever he goes, he walks.
Well, then he could go to
He's
Addison.
blind.
Addison
He can't
is-
drive.
That's what Uber's for.
How does he get to the Uber?
No, I think
Walk
he
next
got. I
door.
think he got a car. He just got the foot area where you in the car cut out, and like the Flintstones, he uses his feet to move the car.
Just because you're blind doesn't mean you don't see things. You just don't see. You don't see it 100. You don't see it 100%. You still see things. Not
Oh,
everybody.
possibly. I don't know his
You
condition.
can walk outside the house and kind of see shadows and
I mean, maybe he has a German Shepherd leading him around everywhere.
I think him and his German Shepherd is blind. Like, see, I'm from Oak Cliff, Texas. Ain't that right, Spot? He barks like he talks. G Weeks, African character name. What's up, A&A? I'm a long-time listener and many-time emailer. And I just had one question. Aries, I love all the characters you've created for the podcast and the names that go with them. There's just one reoccurring character whom it seems like you haven't named yet. The African guy.
Didn't you read that last week?
No.
No, okay.
On your Wikipedia page, it lists your government name as Nairobi. Since you don't go by it on stage at all, do you think it would be a good name for him? That's a thought. I think it would be perfect, LOL. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for reading my email and much success. Is he talking about when I'd say, you have no say in the matter? When I do that, dude?
I don't know.
Because that never really was a character.
No, that was just the dude from the movie.
What movie? I just was doing a random African voice.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to do a movie voice.
No.
I don't even remember what I'm thinking.
She has no say in the matter. Imagine that dude is a lawyer, and he's defending Tekashi 6ix9ine, and they're in court. And the judge says, Tekashi, did you rape that girl? I stole that shit. I stole that. And your attorney, how do you respond? She had no say in the matter. So, go ahead, Mark.
This one's a two-parter.
From who? Before you play it. From who?
From Richie from Wales.
It's a two-parter?
Well, I mean, yeah, but combined it's like 90 seconds.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. Tis Richie again from Wales. Ladies, I caught your message in the last episode, so I thought I'd drop you a message back. Hopefully, I don't have to with marbles this time. Aries, you're doing a tour, man, in Europe, but you've left Wales out. Oh, come on, man. Do one show in Cardiff. There's plenty of little clubs you can go there. I got to take my missus to come and see you. She fucking loves that Van Damme, don't try to challenge me that you do. So, you know, if you can't come to Cardiff, that's cool. That's fine. There'll be other times. But maybe if you wouldn't mind dropping a challenge on the podcast, I can have a listen to it. She might even let me have access then to the little Simba between her legs. If you put a little bit of spice on it, right? A little bit of spice on it. She might even trim. Because fuck me, I saw that before Christmas and it looked like a gorilla's kneecap. I needed a map and a candle to find where I could take a bite. So, boys, love you.
Yo, you know, Richie from Wales, you know how I give certain podcast listeners songs? I don't have a song for you, but here's what I would like you to do for me. Anytime you want to leave a message, don't go Richie from Wales. Go, Steven's my name. And I'll know it's Richie from Wales. And incidentally, two things. Talking about your broad, your lady, because you are from, I don't know, you know, my geography. I don't know where Wales exists within. Is that Europe?
Yeah.
I don't know where Wales falls within Europe, but I know this. I'm going to reinstate prima nocta. So when I see you, Richie, and I see you with your lady, I'm going to reinstate prima nocta. And then thirdly, my agent just hit me, so there was a bunch of dates that we couldn't make on this European go-around. So we will be coming back to Europe again in October. I think he said Copenhagen, Denmark. Is that two different places or that's the same?
It's different places.
Copenhagen and Denmark, two different places? Nigga, you the one with the computer.
What, am I supposed to look this up right away?
Yes! We're looking at you.
I know. I have to exit out the voice app. All right. So I believe.
Am I supposed to look this up today?
All right. Well, Copenhagen's a city.
Okay.
Okay. So it is in. All right.
So that Amsterdam, Switzerland, more places in Germany, and the UK again. So for anybody that lives in those areas, we'll be coming back to Europe in October. As always, ariespears.com for dates and times and all of that.
Here's a little follow-up from Richie.
Oh,
by the way, boys, sorry. I know all your listeners are like, oh, him again. Do you know what? Them, those freeloaders, if they got a problem, come to the Patreon and have a pop. Right, I forgot to say, Aries, I sent you a message, right, on TikTok. Now, it's under my Xbox name, so if you get about 6 free hours, you can you'll find a video, right, of another Welshman, right, and you'll see that this is what we sound like. It's not just me, right? It's not stigmatism. I'm not stupid. This is just literally what we sound like. All right? Love you. Sorry, Mark. Ta-da now.
I don't know what he said.
I didn't make any of that out.
Apparently, Xbox is in Wales.
Yeah, and I play PlayStation, so if you were trying to tell me you were going to give me your gamer tag so that I could play you, I'm on PS5, brother. I'm not an Xbox guy.
I don't know the difference.
No. Okay. One is better than the other. Yeah. It's funny. He says Aries, and Oak Cliff goes Aries. Oh, it's Aries, Marquise Wade, Atlantic City. I like it. So when are you coming to AC? Because they just put the dates out on All Comics Performing this year, and I didn't see your name. And I know y'all mentioned coming here this year, and you hit it right on the nose, too. AC isn't what it used to be. Yeah, it's depressing, man. You got the date?
No, I'm looking for it.
Yeah, but yeah, we're coming to AC. And you listen, man, I'm going to be honest. That, for me, that trip is going to be nostalgic. Because, again, growing up on the East Coast, New Jersey, New York, I went to AC a couple times back when it was the so yeah, it's a sad nostalgia. It's almost like seeing the pretty girl who you went to high school with now is grown up and she's giving blowjobs in an alley.
I can't find it on here right now.
What's her name?
It didn't matter.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Okay. Where's the alley?
November 13th, Music Box at the Borgata.
There you go, brother. Music Box at the Borgata?
Borgata.
Borgata?
Yeah.
What's the date again?
No, November 13th.
November 13th.
And the music, interesting enough, the music box is what the sound is being made when she's giving blowjobs in the alley.
Oh. Okay. Mark, what you got?
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Sway again from Phoenix. Follow up on that ice cream. You know these in law enforcement, they want to shoot your ass. They want you to make a move so they can shoot your ass. They get a kick out of this shit. So I don't know why you guys pretend like this wasn't any danger. He got nipped, if anything. Does that give you the right to take someone's life? No. So why do you keep trying to defend it, Andy? I don't get it. I don't understand why you're so hard-headed, man. I mean, you keep arguing with Mark when you seem like you can't comprehend why he is defending it, the other side. But it's like, it's clear, bro. The man wanted to shoot her, and he did. So I just don't understand why you guys keep arguing about this. It's done with. The man wanted to shoot her, and he just needed a little tiny excuse to do it. And that little nip, that was enough for him. Because again, if she reversed before she went at him, why the didn't he jump out the way when she reversed the vehicle?
Before, let's put a pin in that because the last thing I wanted to read again feeds into that as to why I've been doing some of the things that I've been doing when I do it. So let me jump ahead real quick.
Genius.
From Sconum, response to Andy. Hey, Aries, Andy, and Markeisha. It's Rick again. Andy said you can't compare a foreign movie to Nas when dubbed exists. It's English, so there's no excuse to not watch a movie. Every movie is accessible to Americans. Now, if they have a dubbed version, who cares if lips don't match? I do. Also, saying Will Sasso isn't an impressionist is hilarious. When half of Will's day consists of impersonating someone, not only I may have said that, but maybe okay. Impersonating someone, not only does he do Jesse Macho and Stone Cold, like Aries said, but he does Hulk Hogan perfectly, Ric Flair, Mankind, Undertaker, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and it isn't just wrestlers. He can also do Arnold Schwarzenegger. Morgan Freeman, Adam Sandler, Donald Trump, Chris Farley, Mike Tyson. He even imitates Frank Kelly. What? Yeah, something's off. Will Sasso is a master impressionist. I'd say top 5. He also does the perfect radio DJ morning zoo type personality. That's got nothing to do with an impression, really. Go check out the 10-minute podcast or Doozy. Will Sasso was a genius. Aries Spears has worked with one of the funniest people alive, and you guys don't give him enough credit. Well, absolutely, he's one of the funniest people I've ever ran across. That's number 1. Number 2, I said Will is a wrestling hero when it comes to wrestling. So the fact that he does all those guys that's not news. Will, he bleeds wrestling. Now these other ones, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he does the caricature of Arnold. It's gotten better since he was on Mad TV, but again, Joe Godot. When you see what Joe Godot does, miss me with that. Morgan Freeman, I've never heard Will do Morgan Freeman. And quite frankly, I've said this before, there are some exceptions to the rules, but for the most part, anytime you see a white guy do black guy impressions, they're terrible. I got to tip my hat to Frank Caliendo. His Morgan Freeman is pretty solid. I've never heard Will do Morgan, but I highly doubt that's in his wheelhouse. Adam Sandler, no. Donald Trump, no.
I could see him doing Adam Sandler, though. The silliness that you talk about Sandler, and then Will doing the silliness.
If you got evidence of this, what's your name? Sconum. Send it to me. And if I'm wrong, I'll apologize.
But you know what? When you said that, we don't give him enough. We've never talked about anything but in a very glorious way of Will.
If anything, I've been the one to say he's never gotten enough credit.
And I loved him in Loudermilk. The character that he played in that was the alcoholic at the. It's a great. I thought he did great. I thought so. We've always talked very highly about Will.
And Will is low key phenomenal dramatically.
Yeah.
I've always said Will should be a household name. A lot of the cast members from my era should have been household names. But yeah, if you got proof of Will doing those guys and killing it, send it to me. I'll play it on the pod and apologize.
But I never thought we spoke negatively about him.
No, not at all.
So I didn't understand.
All right, so let me read this last thing and then we get out of here. And maybe if this bleeds into the other email that I said put a pin on.
Okay.
Put a pin in. This was a comment I saw on the Spears and Steinberg podcast on YouTube. This is from 410 Reeler. People are going to stop with you, Aries, slowly but surely if you keep this nonsensical narrative up about the ICE shooting. Wait a minute, that wasn't the one. What was the one about Mark? I know what it is, but I don't have the guy's name. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is from In Perspective 7. That's In Perspective 7. Why does Aries not let Mark talk? Mark is the only one that can hold Andy accountable. Aries doesn't have the energy for Mark. Aries doesn't have the energy for Aries, but Mark butt in his butt. Wait, what? Mark is the only one that can hold Andy accountable. Aries doesn't have the energy for Aries, but Mark butt in his butt. Nigga, this is why school should be open 24, all year round. I don't know what the you said, but to answer your here's what I was getting to. It's not that I'm not trying to let Mark talk, but as I kind of alluded to earlier, when the leash is off Andy and Mark, these could do a whole hour going back and forth. And I'm trying to make sure we allow people that call in and that write in to be heard. So as a moderator, I got to cut Mark off because I'm telling you, if I don't, these two, they're like boxing in the Jack Johnson era, 85 rounds.
It ain't over.
These can go 85 rounds.
And honestly, you have to because people don't tune in just for that. I mean, you might,
right,
but not everybody else does.
Right. So it ain't got nothing to do with I'm trying to be rude to Mark. I'm trying to give Andy the advantage. I'm just sitting here going, boy, if I don't jump in, these two will not shut the f up. They'll go back and forth all day. So there that is.
I don't have anything on the other one. I think it's ridiculous.
Well, let me just say this, and this is my 2 cents, and then I'm done. Again, and maybe sometimes I'm not aware of it, and I'm guilty of it myself. But this idea that your way of thinking or your point of view is the only right one. That's why it's called debate. That's why it's called the possibility, of of there's a possibility. And like Andy said, she shouldn't be dead. And that was tragic. But to sit there and think that just because you feel, oh, he's in the wrong, she was in the right, that's why people are debating this. Because there's so many different arguments that are being made where you go, I don't know. There's reasonable doubt. So again, I love this quote, and I'm telling you, when it catches steam, people are going to bite it off me. Stop thinking that just because you get out the water at the beach, the sea level changes. It ain't just about what you think. Others need to be heard. That's my 2 cents.
So you're a both sides kind of guy.
Goddamn right. I'm not just going to fillet a in the missionary. She got to get on that stomach.
Stop
Those
being
are
a
your
pussy.
options.
Take a side.
It's my house, my rules. Doggy stole are on your side. Those are your only choices.
What's your side? Since you said you got to take a side, what's your side?
I think I will say, like that one caller or whatever, like that's a little extreme. I don't think anybody wanted to kill anybody. Why would you want to kill somebody when you can go to jail or something, or even if you get away with it, half the country hates you
And your family.
and you're gonna turn in the
But you know what? That eventually subsides.
No,
No,
I'm
it
telling
does.
you. Well, what's the one that killed Trayvon Martin? That dude's like homeless now.
Okay, but most cases, it don't turn out that way. And let's be honest, he ain't 100% purebred Anglo-Saxon. There's just been a history where Anglo-Saxons have gotten away with it. So why would you think? Why would someone think otherwise?
We are in a different time.
Meaning that some of them don't get away with it.
Yeah, now we're.
And that's recently.
Yeah, but that's when it happened recently.
Okay.
I mean, I can't go back in the future. We can't go back in the past.
And certainly with Darth Vader in the White House, he's their ally, so that they can get away with it.
But they're not getting away with it.
So this dude that shot and killed, he going to jail?
No, I don't think he should.
Well, I mean, you should have a trial.
I think you don't need a trial. You could just
There's no trial.
No, you could actually do the investigation.
Yeah, do an investigation.
Yeah, and then you could
You
decide.
think they're going to do that?
I think there's an investigation, and I think you decide if there is going
They're
to be
like
a trial.
withholding information from the state authorities that are trying to investigate this.
Yeah, because it's a federal.
There's no because there's details. It's because they're insecure, narcissistic administration.
It goes
that
back
doesn't,
to it goes back to what
anything bad
Oh my
is
God.
like a reflection on them.
Here we go.
No, here's what it is. To me, I think it's petty. I do think it's petty. And I think this has more to do with the fact that the state and the federal government are fighting with each other over jurisdiction, because the federal government, the state government in all the sanctuary cities could actually work with the federal government like they did with when Bush was president, when Clinton was president, when Obama was president. They worked together. But now we have this whole thing where judges are walking people out, and that is not the way this is supposed to go down.
They are. Is that what you do? They are specifically targeting blue states to go in and cause
because they're the
scuffle.
sanctuary cities.
How
Not
many-
because they're blue,
how
because
many-
that's where they're at.
How many?
Don't know. I can't do
what's
this.
the mission?
Could you just cancel this?
You can't.
Because I
What's
can't
the
fight with
mission?
someone
Is
with
it the
saying
mission
something
to
that
deport
stupid.
people? Which I told. Listen, they want deport people, but there's 100,000 illegals in Minnesota and like 2 million in Texas. Why the aren't they?
Because they're working with them in Texas.
Well, it's a body manpower thing where you just need more agents deporting people and detaining people.
But
So why would they not send them to Texas and Florida?
Again, if the state government is working with the federal government, they don't need to send people in like they're doing now. The reason people are getting mixed up into this and non-criminals or illegals that haven't committed crimes is because they're having to do these sweeps. Go and they used to work together.
Even if the state government is not working with ICE and who gives a shit? One, you clearly don't give a shit about blue states. I'm talking like Trump. So it just makes that worse. But at the end of the day, if you could only round up 100,000, why are you wasting so many resources on such a small number when you can be deporting way more people in Texas and Florida?
They will be deporting more people in Texas and Florida. It will happen. It's all going to happen.
What's the emphasis on this? And all this shit just started because of daycare Somali fraud. Then we jumped to like ICE, and all those people are citizens, pretty much. The Somalians.
They are. All these people are civilians, citizens, all pretty much, the Somalians. What did you say right there? Make it make sense to me what you just said.
You think the Somalians came here illegally?
No. They didn't. A lot of them
Then what
didn't.
did you just say just now?
I was trying to decipher what you said because you say things in a way that doesn't actually say anything.
I'm explaining to you how this all got started.
It didn't get started that way.
It didn't get started.
There
So
were
the
no-
whole emphasis on
ICE
Minnesota didn't start
ICE
with...
wasn't no because that's the opening, but ICE wasn't already in process. ICE was in Minnesota before this happened.
The dude that
so it
shot her
didn't.
is from
So when you
Minnesota.
say something like, and this has to be the
We
end.
gotta wrap it
when
up 'cause I
when
gotta
you
get
say
outta here.
something like this all started when, and that's not when it started, and you very well know that's
This
not when it
emphasis
started.
on Minnesota. And you're
They were
acting-
already in Minnesota.
Yeah, and
I'm
they-
done.
How
I'm
many
done.
thousands
I'm done.
of
I'm done.
how many
I'm
thousands
done.
of
It's over. The show is over today.
Yo,
of
hold
ICE.
on. You know what the show is called this episode? Min-A-Sodaaa.
Soda.
How do you spell that? How do you spell that?
Give me the dates.
Well, however you spell it, you gotta have a ... and soda.
We need a megaphone. It's Minnesota with a megaphone at the end of
That's
it.
hilarious.
All right. We are here in Hawaii right now. We're getting ready to leave because we just got here. We're going to do a show and we're going to leave. What was that?
Giving you a little music.
Oh, I heard something. I didn't know that was music because it wasn't at first. January 30th through February 1st, we're going to be at the Improv in Denver, Colorado. February 5th through the 7th, Milwaukee Improv. February 13th through the 15th, Miami Improv. February 19th through the 22nd, we're going to be at the Improv in Houston, Texas. February 26th through March 1st, we're going to be at the DC Improv. March 6th through the 8th, we're at Raleigh Improv. March 12th through the 14th, we're at Wise Guys in Las Vegas. March 19th to the 22nd, we're at the Helium Comedy Club in Atlanta. And that's where we stop touring the United States for about 2 weeks. You want to get the dates to our European tour? AriesSpears.com. Check out the dates. We're going to be there in Europe. Please, to our European audience listeners, can someone bring me something that represents your city? I never get and I'm a kind of a hoarder, and I like having shit that represents the city.
Richie from Wales, bring me your wife.
Guys, is that a show?
That's a show, goddammit.
It's a show. Mark, you good?
Hold up. Min-A-Sodaaa. Love it.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit SpearsburgPod.com.